We in High Bridge right now in the Bronx. 167 to Ogden behind you. Right here is High Bridge Projects. This is where like A Boogie, Cardi B is from. We couldn't leave the block because we always had to have somebody watching us. That's the 4 train. Anywhere you want to go in the Bronx, get on the 4 train on my side. I'm from the West. This is where Casanova was living with his sister. This is how we met him. He was bad as hell. He was about 16 years old or whatever. But yeah, this is where he used to live right here. It was the grittiest part of the Bronx. So Denzel shot over here too. If you look at the movies, you'll see this right here. If you turn around and you get this view and you look at the movies, you'll see this right here. And you'll also see that back there.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's a beautiful day out here in the Bronx. Gonna introduce you to some of my good people out here.
Charliee Cole here. We in the Bronx, New York. My hood, 174th in the Concourse, Louis Morris Apartments. And I'm gonna take y'all on the tour and show y'all what my hood really like. This right here is legendary. We call this the square. This is where everybody came together at. We have our cookout still right here. It looks a lot different. It was way more spacious. They kind of made the thing come closer. It used to be a hoop right here. And I used to hang out with all the little boys. And I used to play ball with them and stuff like that. And it was a lot going on. Fights, shootouts. This is where I remember J-Lo shot her Made in Manhattan movie right here on these steps. She walked through here. She was on that 2 bus and she walked through here. And me and my little brother was sitting right here on this thing right here. And this is the steps that's right there. It's called Walton. It's called Dub City. Shit is crazy over here. That's why you see them cameras down there. Shit gets crazy. These steps legendary. The slopes. Like I said, it looks very different because we used to play ball right here. It used to be way more space. They kind of made it come up a little bit more. And up here, my moms used to call me from that you see that top window? The window under it, the 12th floor. My moms used to call me from that window and embarrass the fuck out of me. At 7 o'clock every day, she used to call me and embarrass me like, Charisma! Get upstairs! All of us. My brother used to trap out the dumpsters right there. And I used to tell him when the boys was coming. I used to be like, "Yurt." The dumpsters right there. And the door used to be able to open. Look, it's still open. And it leads you, okay. It leads you to the inside of the building. We couldn't leave the block because we always had to have somebody watching us. So we used to play right here. It's called Dub City, but it's really Walton. See, J-Lo shot Made in Manhattan in that apartment right there. I'll take you guys over there. That's how big the rats are over here. You see that shit? Can you imagine playing and seeing a big ass rat like that? It was the grittiest part of the Bronx. So Denzel shot over here too. If you look at the movies, you'll see this right here. If you turn around and you get this view and you look at the movies, you'll see this right here. And you'll also see that back there. This right here is where she shot at. When she came through here, everybody was going crazy. I was supposed to be an extra, but for some reason they cut me out of her movie, whatever. I'm still mad about it, but whatever. Down here is Jerome, and this is where everything you need to have done for your car, this is where you're gonna come, to Jerome. It's like 100,000 car shops right here. Where you could come get anything done to your car for the low. The Dominicans is gonna hook you up. This they block right here. This is what they do. Just fix cars on this block. That's the 4 train. Anywhere you want to go in the Bronx, get on the 4 train on my side. I'm from the West. That's the east past the Concourse. My little brother was born in our hospital. This is Bronx, Lebanon. That's Walton. That's the other side of Walton right there. This is the Major Deegan. This highway takes you to Jersey and it takes you to City Island. It takes you deeper down in the Bronx. Me and my little brother, when we wanted to get away from the hood, well, not the hood, but we wanted to get away from the block, to come here, play in this park right here. There's so many parks around here that we used to play in because we don't have a park on my block. So we used to come here. It looks very different, but this is where we used to come. Like I said, this is the 4 train. We gonna go inside though, so you can see how it's set up. You hear that music? That's how you know you in the Bronx. Oh, you hear that music blasting. The Dominicans smoking their hookah. Yep, we in the Bronx. Look at that, mad traffic, always. That's the major league. So this gonna be Brooklyn, this gonna be Manhattan. Let's go on the Manhattan side. All the train stations don't look the same. What train is this? Oh, this is the 4 train. So over here is River Park Towers, Cedric, 1600 Apartments, High Bridge, Nelson, Ogden, 167, 168. This is the west side of the Bronx over here. This is where Cardi B and A Boogie is from.
I'm gonna be a little late.
Okay. Water. This block is legendary. This is another legendary block. It used to be a nail salon right here. This is funny. It used to be a nail salon right here. Then my mom's, it's still here. Then my mom used to come and she used to get her nails just like this. It's so crazy. Long like this too. She used to get it. You know, she used to make me sit in that nail salon all day for her to get this done to her nails. It's still right there. We got the KFC right here. They got the best beef patty with cheese and cocoa bread and pepperonis. So we used to come right here, sit on this line for free breakfast and lunch. So we could eat, we could have a meal. You know, my mother had 7 kids, so you know it's hard feeding 7 kids. So she used to tell us, come down here, get some breakfast. She used to come down here, get some breakfast and some lunch.
Wake up in the morning, you go get you a ham and cheese, bologna, turkey sandwich if you're Muslim.
The line used to be all the way down there, but it was free. So we used to come, apple juice or the chocolate milk I used to get was my shit. Come here, get some pizza, some Elliot pizza, and it was lit.
You don't get clowned if you talk about school lunch, free lunch.
Yeah.
It's a real thing.
And you got mad kids, you can't feed 7, how you gonna feed 7 kids by yourself? Come on, you need millions to do that. Some people's moms just wasn't home to cook, like.
You feel me? You gotta work.
This is Mount Eden, this is legendary. If you from the Bronx, you know. From the Bronx, you know Mount Eden. They on their bike life shit heavy over here. Everybody ride bikes, it's regular. Now we headed to the concourse. That's the concourse, that's where I'm from. When it's a hot day like this, these motherfuckers is open.
Oh,
these shits, but it usually be blasted on the cars when they going by. This is where Casanova was living with his sister. This is how we met him. He was bad as hell. He was about 16 years old or whatever. But yeah, this is where he used to live right here. When him and his sister would go through it, he would come stay with my mom and my sisters and brothers. You know, that's my bro. Love him. We are in Louis Morris Apartments, 1749 Grand Concourse in the Bronx. This right here is where I was raised at, in this house. 7 kids with my mother, and we had to share a room because there's only 3 bedrooms in here or whatever. But what I remember from here is a lot. Like, you know, I was raised by my brothers, so they was real wild doing a lot of shit. One of them is in jail for 30 years, and the other one's still in the streets. But this right here, these steps, is where I found my niche. Like, sitting on these steps, I used to be sitting on these steps all the time by myself, thinking, writing, getting into it. And it just brings back so much memories, make me so emotional. I'm trying not to cry. Like, my father wasn't here. He left when I was like 2. And what I remember is a lot of shootings, a lot of killings. I came off this elevator one day, me and my mom's, and was going to the store. And we came off the elevator, and it was guys dressed in black with ski masks on, and they were shooting in the hallway. And I saved my mother's life. I was about 10 years old. I walked out the elevator first, and she grabbed me. I grabbed her, pushed her back, and they had AK-47s, automatic weapons. They was actually looking for my brother. And that day changed. Ever since that day, we moved to Jersey. So we don't live here anymore. We moved to Jersey. A lot of shit happened here. But when I moved to Jersey is when I started to get into the music more. When I was living here, you know, I was playing ball and stuff like that. But I moved to Jersey and started getting into the music more. Because I just feel like I just gotta save my family for some odd reason. I don't know. I just feel like if I don't make it, we're never gonna make it. You know, like when you come from a place like this, it's very hard to have a bigger vision. And so, you know, just out here grinding, linking, trying to do my thing because I already know I'm gonna make it. Nelson is right there. We in High Bridge. It's a little different over here, but kind of the same. So I learned so many lessons. My daughter Aaron was a blessing. Daddy left when she was 2. My daddy left when I was 2. Don't know the pain that we've been through. I caught a stain, he kept it cool. I broke it down for me and you. I see my family on the news, come walk a mile up in my shoes. And if you did, you feel the pain that's in my heart. CJ told me how to get it. I've been getting it from the start. Scrappy took them double digits. Stand up, nigga, with a heart. So we in High Bridge right now, in the Bronx. 167 to Ogden behind you. Right here is High Bridge Projects. This is where like A Boogie, Cardi B's from. I know a couple niggas over here that's mad motherfucking talented. Legend 67, shout out to Westside Parlay. Shout out to John V, shout out to everybody in High Bridge. Thank you. Do we come this way or we go this way? We go up here? This way. Oh.
Where y'all going?
We trying to go to the front of the building.
The front of the building?
Yeah.
Follow me.
Alright. Thank you. Appreciate it. You too. Have a good day. Oh, good. So now we inside. You're welcome. So yeah, we in High Bridge, Bronx, New York, west side of the Bronx. And we in the lobby where all the poppin' ass Bronx niggas shoot their videos at. Right here in this lobby. Inside. Come on. Like milk. What? I thought a bitch ain't have nobody. Said something. You're so stupid. So yeah, a little history about this side of town. So I got cousins that live over here first and foremost. And when I started doing music, I was starting to meet artists and they was all coming from this area. So coincidentally, I'm from not too far from here. But, you know, I got a couple niggas in these projects and in the building behind us that rap for real. Like really do this shit. Like they so fucking talented. Like I see why niggas blow up from over here because they mad talented. So that's why I brought y'all over here. This is a legendary section of the Bronx. I feel like my block and this block is more legendary. And Cortland, shout out to Cortland, shout out to Dub City. So that's Harlem right there. That's where the projects start, right there. Where we going?
I mean, around.
Oh, we on the back of the block? Come on.
We're gonna go back that way.
Oh, we came through the building, that's why.
Can't wait to take this twist out.
Say what you want about the Bronx, but we up. Shout out to Harlem, shout out to the Bronx, shout out to Brooklyn, shout out to Queens. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to New York, period. I'm not throwing no shade to nobody, but whatever, take it how you want to take it. But I don't say Staten Island when I speak of New York. I'm just saying. Yeah, no shade, no tea, but you know what I'm saying? I would be able to speak for y'all if I knew somebody from there. I don't know nobody from SI. Free Bang Scrap. Lick at her.
Alright guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it and had a good time out here in New York City.
Look, you cannot come to New York if you do not get a chopped cheese sandwich. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get it from the bodega, from the ox store, and you gotta mix that shit up right.
Tell them what
Peppers,
chopped cheese is,
onions. So chopped cheese is literally what it sounds like. Chopped ground beef or however you want to do it. Then you get the cheese, whatever cheddar or American. And you get the onions and the peppers, everything, the mayonnaise, the salt. It's crazy.